Good morning, and thank you for attending today's rulemaking hearing regarding State Board of Education rules governing the organization and administration of schools. Today is January 22nd, 2026. It is now 10 o'clock a.m., and I will call this rulemaking hearing to order. My name is Rachel Supay, and I'm the General Counsel for the Tennessee State Board of Education, and I'm the designated representative for today's hearing. Information on how to join this rulemaking hearing, both in person and electronically, was included in the rulemaking hearing notice filed with the Secretary of State's office and posted to the State Board of Education's website. Since this hearing is being held both electronically and in person, I want to remind all attendees who are joining online to please keep yourself muted unless asked to unmute. This will minimize any audio feedback and ensure that the speakers can be heard. If you are attending in person, I will also ask that you remain quiet while other speakers are presenting so that all attendees can hear and be heard. Any attempts to disrupt the hearing will result in removal from the hearing in person or electronically. This hearing is being recorded and will be provided to the State Board of Education members for their review. Moving into the rule that is the subject of today's hearing, the rulemaking hearing is an opportunity for the State Board of Education to gather public feedback on the District and Schools Operation Rule 0520-01-02-.31. I will begin with a short summary of the proposed rule revision. Rule 0520-01-02-.31 sets requirements for key operational areas, including stockpile days and class size maximums and minimums. The proposed rule revisions remove provisions regarding stockpile days, accumulation, and usage, as these are already addressed in Tennessee Code 49-6-3004. Additionally, specific class size requirements will be deleted from the rule with reference to TCA 49-1-104 added, as class size averages and maximums are already codified in statute. These revisions are intended to streamline the rule for any future statutory changes and ensure consistency with state law. With that brief explanation, I will now move into the public comments regarding the proposed rule. Please note that rulemaking hearings are an opportunity for the State Board to collect feedback on the proposed changes and to inform potential revisions, and is not a question and answer session. During the public comment portion of the hearing, please state your name and organizational affiliation, if any, before making your comment. Each person who wishes to speak will be allotted 3 minutes. We have one in-person comment today, and if folks are online wishing to comment, please go ahead and enter into the chat your name so we can compile a list. I will start with the in-person sign-up. Once I have collected all of the names, I will call on attendees one by one to make their statement. Please remember to keep yourself muted when not speaking to ensure that all comments can be properly heard. So again, if anyone is online and wishing to make a public comment today, please go ahead and drop your name into the chat. You may be also able to unmute yourself if you would like to do it that way. You should be able to unmute yourself and just let us know so we can compile your name on the sign-up sheet. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start with our in-person comment, Lillian Hodges. Whenever you're ready, you can introduce yourself and begin.
Good morning. I am Lillian Hodges. Jesus is my Lord and Jesus is my Savior. I'm the founder of Student-Led Prayer. We are a nonprofit organization and a private entity where our mission is to inspire students to pray in public schools under the protection of the First Amendment. Dear members of the State Board of Education, I'm proposing that the state board revise the existing rules to incorporate Tennessee Code annotated 4961004 concerning the moment of silence in the revised rules for schools operations. This ensures that the moment of silence is formally recognized and consistently implemented across public schools. As outlined in the code, a period of silence lasting approximately 1 minute should be observed at the beginning of each school day across all public schools. This practice allows both students and teachers to prepare themselves for the day's activities in a respectful and focused environment. I believe that formalizing this practice into our regulations will enhance the implementation and ensure consistency across all schools. It is essential that each teacher is aware of their responsibility to initiate this moment of silence and maintain it without suggesting any specific actions to students. Including a statement about the moment of silence in the organization and administration of schools section can be powerful and meaningful, especially as it emphasizes the importance of creating a focused and respectful environment for students. Here's why. Alignment with purpose, the moment of silence directly relates to the organization and administration of a school day as it sets the tone for learning respect. Formal recognition. Included in this section brings a formal recognition to the practice, ensuring that all schools understand its importance and are required to implement it consistently. And also administrative responsibility. It reinforces the responsibility of teachers and administrators to foster an environment conducive to learning from the very start of the day. I'm going to suggest also incorporating the moment of silence into the organization and administration school section. Here, you have it outlined. I think this was given to me here. But the first, you have the minimum, number one, the minimum length of the school day for students shall be 6.5 hours. 2, you have the length of the kindergarten day. You talk about that. But I am proposing that the moment of silence should be 3. Between the length of school kindergarten day and before the cumulative record provided to teachers. A moment of silence of approximately 1 minute shall be observed at the beginning of each school day in all public schools. It is a responsibility of each teacher to call the students to order and announce the moment of silence, maintaining an atmosphere of respect. Teachers shall not suggest any specific actions during this time. And I'm asking you to incorporate this into the order of operation. And I'll leave with this, Proverbs 22:6, train up a child in the way that they should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That is all for our in-person comment sign up. I'm going to give folks online another minute in case they wish to offer a comment. They can either type their name into the chat or come off mute and announce your name. I don't see any requests online to speak. So I'm going to issue now a few final reminders. It is anticipated that the board will vote on final reading of this rule at its quarterly meeting on February 27th, 2026. Specific details about the meeting agenda and how to attend or watch the meeting online will be posted to the State Board's website under the meetings page. If the board approves these rules on final reading, they will be sent to the Attorney General's office for review and published on the Secretary of State's website for 90 days before going to the Joint Government Operations Committee of the Tennessee House and Senate. The State Board of Education appreciates everyone who took the time today to attend today's hearing. And with no further business on the agenda, this hearing is now adjourned. Thank you.